Welcome to Simply Creating Beauty, where we use the power of creation to empower by simply creating through the fruits of the Spirit, a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is now month 8 of this 10-month series on the fruits of the Spirit. I'm going to change up this intro a little bit. For those just now finding these, I am covering the fruits in the order found in Galatians, and you can view previous videos for the additional fruits. Each month has a fruit of the Spirit theme, a title to go with it, a scripture foundation, an action verb of how it currently shows up in my life, analogies and insights into how I apply that fruit in my spiritual journey, and a challenge for those of you following. This month's fruit of the Spirit is meekness. The title I have given this fruit or chapter is Seeing True Potential. The action verb, where it currently shows up in my life, is learning. Learning the wisdom in exploring deeper, whether that be on a topic I want to grow and increase in my knowledge, a person I am given the opportunity to know the story and heart of better, or something that I haven't yet seen realize its full potential and purpose. For me, learning shows up the most often lately in homeschooling 2 teenagers with health and learning challenges. It seems the more I learn how to meet them where their health, learning style, struggles and strengths, and interests are, the more I grow as an individual and as their teacher, and realize how much more I still need to learn. As aware as I am of disabilities with our family dynamic, I still stumble quite a bit and have more to grow in overcoming my lack of awareness. Our scripture this month is actually just one verse. It is found in 1 Samuel 16:7, found in the Old Testament. I used the King James Version. I simplified the language a little, so looketh become looks, and things like that. For context, this is where Samuel was sent by God to look for David, only he didn't know it was David yet, and kept looking at all his older brothers who fit what Samuel thought the Lord was looking for in a future leader. In relation to the brother Samuel is sure is the right one, it reads, "Look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord sees not as a man sees. For man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." I know this scripture doesn't actually include the word meekness, and we will explore that later this month. However, it does include a teachable moment, not just for Samuel, but for us still today. Meekness deals with just that, being teachable, humble, modest, not being a pushover or doormat, but willing to learn the truth that might lie somewhere other than in what looks or sounds good on the surface. You see, meekness is a fruit that looks inward, not outward, to discover what truth you can see. Speaking of some of my own teachable moments, for our analogy and insights, I will be covering the parable of the wrinkled robe in a video this month, and maybe including its counterpart with the story of the blooming Palo Verde. I will also be sharing the insights I gained while woodworking over realizing the differences between the raw resources and early beginning of a project, creation, or person, versus the messy middle, versus the final fully realized result. With that, we are on to our challenges for this month. The first one is ponder and document in some way. Where can I gain needed wisdom by looking deeper and seeing the truth past assumptions or facade? Let me give you a quick example that fits in my everyday life as a mother to children with less visible disabilities. Now, there's a number of traits I could pick, but let's pick the challenge of having no built-in filter to process your thoughts before you speak versus the being respectful to your elders that many of us grew up with an understanding of. Can you imagine how often I have had to look inward at myself and deeper at the words of those I love struggling with this in order to build healthy and strong relationships with them instead of judging them for not having a filter like many other people have. Having a chance to reword something that didn't come out right the first time has proven priceless in our home. And not just for them, for myself too. The second part of the challenge is find one step you can take to increase your knowledge of a topic you need more wisdom in, and see what you can learn while growing in that knowledge. If you want to share these moments you experience with us, and please come back and share because I would truly like to hear them. Or if you want to share more personally, since these are public posts, you can reach me, April Dawn, at simplycreatingbeauty@gmail.com. My goal is for these videos to aid in a spiritual journey that anyone seeking more of these universal truths or fruits in their life can follow along with, while I filter these through my beliefs and experiences as a Christian. I am hoping to broaden the topic to how these can be found in a variety of belief systems and experiences from them. If you have a unique perspective on meekness, or a quote or verse that ties into it from your faith, please share your related thoughts to help me with this goal. Now, see where you can join me in simply creating beauty through meekness this month.